Meilin resided in Shanghai, China, with her loyal dog Bao. Hailing from a modest village, she relocated to the bustling city following her father's passing to support her mother and sister. Meilin's gentle and amiable nature shone through in her work at a toy shop, where her passion for toys, particularly dolls, was evident. Employed at the shop, she acquired unique dolls from across the globe at discounted rates, amassing an eclectic collection. One day, an exclusive batch of limited edition Labubu dolls arrived at her store. They sold out swiftly, but Meilin had prudently reserved one for herself. This Labubu, adorned in a distinctive golden hue, stood apart from its counterparts. Its exquisite beauty, marked by a charming smile, captivated Meilin. She brought the doll home, elated, and spent the evening admiring its delicate blue eyes, lustrous golden fur, elongated ears, and endearing toothy grin. She warmly embraced the Labubu, photographed it extensively, and introduced it to Bao as the newest addition to her cherished doll family. Yet, while Bao typically greeted her dolls with playful enthusiasm, wagging his tail and darting about, he reacted to the Labubu with fierce barking and growls. This unusual behavior puzzled Meilin, who attributed it to Bao's possible fear. She placed the doll on a shelf and retired for the night. Bao, who usually slept by her side, fixated on the doll before bolting from the room. The next morning, as Meilin prepared for work, Bao's relentless barking at the Labubu persisted. As she attempted to leave, Bao tugged at her jeans, pulling her toward the shelf. Frustrated, Meilin reprimanded him, but he remained unyielding. In a moment of exasperation, she confined Bao to the bathroom and departed for the shop. That day proved disastrous at the store. Meilin, known for her warmth, inexplicably clashed with a customer, her anger erupting into a heated outburst. Her employer, dismayed, dismissed her on the spot. Bewildered by her uncharacteristic rage, Meilin returned home in tears. She opened the bathroom door. This is a true account. 17 children vanished outside and never returned. Are you intrigued by this tale? Music. Bao, seeing Meilin's distress, ceased his frantic behavior, his eyes welling with shared sorrow. Meilin retired early that night. In her sleep, she heard an eerie, unfamiliar laugh. Then in the dim corner of her room, she glimpsed a figure staring at her. The darkness obscured its form. Rising to investigate, she found nothing but the Labubu doll, which she returned to the shelf before resuming her rest. That night, a nightmare gripped her. In her room stood a grotesque creature with razor-sharp teeth. Its claws, longer and sharper than its fangs, gleamed menacingly, and its red, decaying body exuded a foul stench. It approached Meilin, intent on strangling her. She screamed in terror, but the creature's sinister laughter drowned her cries, its claws lunging toward her. Meilin awoke, drenched in sweat, only to find the Labubu doll perched atop her. She shrieked. Bao, alerted by her cry, rushed in. Confounded, Meilin couldn't fathom how the doll, left on the shelf, had moved to her bed. Observing it closely, she noticed its smile had grown unnervingly wider. Before she could process this, Bao seized the doll in his jaws, shredding it to pieces. Overwhelmed by a throbbing headache and perspiration, Meilin said nothing to Bao. She discarded the torn Labubu in the trash, called Bao to her side and tried to sleep again. Upon waking, her headache had worsened, and small red rashes dotted her hands. Bao was missing from the room. She called for him, but silence answered. Searching the house, she found no trace of him. In the bathroom, she discovered her face covered in the same rashes, resembling bite marks. In the mirror, a horrific figure, identical to the creature from her dream, loomed behind her, laughing maniacally. Turning swiftly, she saw no creature, only the Labubu doll on the bathroom shelf. Doubt crept in. Bao had destroyed that doll. How could it be here? Its once charming smile had morphed into a ghastly smirk. Panic-stricken, Meilin called for Bao outside, but he was nowhere to be found. Returning home, she froze. The Labubu doll now sat near the kitchen sink, its hands and teeth stained red. Peering beneath the sink, Meilin's blood ran cold. There lay Bao's lifeless body, bloodied and mangled, as if savagely attacked. Devastated, Meilin realized the Labubu was no ordinary doll. She scoured the internet for answers, uncovering reports of Labubu dolls tormenting their owners. Global accounts detailed haunted Labubus biting people, accompanied by misfortunes like job loss, illness, or the death of loved ones. Terrified, Meilin understood her doll was cursed. Without hesitation, she burned it, sealed its ashes in a jar, and cast them into a nearby river. That night, she confided in her sister over the phone, believing the ordeal was over. Yet the next morning, Meilin's lifeless body was found at home, beside the same Labubu doll. which a colleague from the toy store had taken. Some online voices now claim the Labubu embodies an evil demon, Pazuzu's second form. These incidents have led to bans on Labubu dolls in several countries, with priests performing exorcisms in some regions. Dear friends, what is your verdict? Is the Labubu doll truly cursed, possessed by a malevolent force, or merely the subject of rumors? Share your thoughts in the comments.